everyone, welcome to the next Back to the Future Build Your Own DeLorean video, where we're going to be looking at more parts of the build in just a moment. But before we look at the build, it's just time to announce the winners of last week's giveaway. For those of you who missed it, or to remind you, Mike Lane gave me some of his fantastic mods to give away on the channel. There were 3 up for grabs, and if you wanted one, you put your name in the comments down below of that video. I have put all the names onto this spin wheel here on my computer. So the first mod is for the tire print removal wipes and the whole kit there. And the winner of the tire print kit is... Mark Parham, you won the tyre kit. So if you want to send me an email at chris.falcon@writeme.com and you'll give me your address, I will send that tyre kit out to you as soon as possible. Okay, moving on to the next giveaway winner. This was for the carpets. So there's 2 carpet sets here. We have the bulkhead and door sills, and then we have the footwells and center console carpets as well. These 2 are up for grabs, and the winner of the carpet mods is... Stefan Schwanditz. I'm not sure if that's your name right, really sorry about that. But you have won these carpets, so again, send me an email, chris.falcon@writeme.com, and I will send those carpets out to you as soon as possible. Okay, so the third and final giveaway was for either one of these dashes, and if you and you had to put which dash you want, the 88 mph dash or the 0 mph dash, and I would keep the other one. All 3 of you that wanted this went for the 88 mph edition, so that is what is up for grabs. And the winner of the dashboard mod is... Steve Pozzonzi. Again, I'm terrible with names, so I'm really sorry if I'm saying that wrong. You have won the 88 mph dashboard mod there. So again, send me an email, chris.falcon@writeme.com, and I will send those prizes out to you as soon as possible. So I'm just going to rearrange my setup to make it something that you're more familiar with, and then we'll crack on with the build. So moving on then to the build, and we're starting with issue 68. This is where we left off last time, with the door looking like this, and we put that ribbon through there. The first thing we need to do is get the LEDs for the lights that come in issue 68, and what you need to do is prise these apart like that, and the yellow LED goes into this socket, just pushes that in there, and then you get the red one pushed in the middle here, and then is that in? Yep, and then the other red into there like that, and then this wire comes all the way around and out of the top of the door there like that, and that is the LEDs all in. I'm still not sure about this middle one actually. I'm not sure we'll get them in right because I don't want any dull lights when it comes to testing the lights on this thing. There we go, that's pushed in there now. That horn's pushed in, and then the wire around there like that. And to hold this wire in place, we get these 2 little connecting parts there, and of course they match up with this little black wire connecting part here, which we've seen many times before. So we just push one of the peg side in, and then screw in this hole there. I'm not entirely sure why that was so fiddly, but it's in there now, holding that wire in place. So the next thing we need to do requires these 3 cogs here. Now these cogs go into the mechanism of winding down the smaller part of the window. And you see we've got a large one there, which we'll come on to in just a moment, and then we've got these 2 here. One has got a sunken edge like that, and it is fatter. The other one is about half the size of that one. So we want the half size one first, the smallest one. And we just pop it onto that peg there, and we screw that down with a HP screw, which have a circular end so that it frees it up for the twisting movement. For some reason. There we go. Bit of brute strength needed to get this one in. See, it does turn there. Then you will need to get this smaller one with the indent, and you want the indent facing towards you, so it looks like that. And push that there like that. And once again, get a HP screw and just secure it in with it. Bit of brute strength again. There we go. So that turns. And then we get the big one. So it has a flat side and an indented side as well. Again, you want the indented side facing you. And you just pop that on there. You need to make sure to get these wires out of the way for the LEDs. But you just pop that in there so that when you turn it, all the others move like that. And once again, we get our final HP screw. And we just screw it in there like this. There we go. And when they all turn like that. Very cool indeed. We then get the small part of the window, which is this part here. And you need to just thread it down like that so that the teeth catch, you see? And then we have the part that actually moves, that goes up when it's turned. Ooh. Yeah, it'll go down and up like that, you see? And then we have the bigger part of the window, which goes around it like that. And it's actually, I believe, secured on the other side, or maybe not. I think it's actually secured to the parts that we get in issue 69, which is this giant metal outer door part here. All metal, as you can hear, and it's got that brushed steel stained effect as well. So let's just move the inner door out of the way for now, because we'll attach those window parts in just a moment, and we'll just look at the little details that go onto this door. The first one being this little key hole here. So you just push that into the circular part here. Oh, it is connected in such a way, it's not a full circle. It has got a bit cut out at the top, so you know which way to thread it in. Cool. A little fiddly. Bear with me. There we go. As soon as you find that little connecting part, it just fits in there nicely. And then swing it around and you see we've got a screw hole there. And we need to attach it with an AP screw. So I'm just going to do that. Just pop the AP screw in and just tighten to hold that key locky part in place. Oh, it's not wanting to tighten. Come on. There we go. So that is the key lock all in there. Nice little attention to detail, and just screw to the back there with an AP screw. The next detailing part is this black line here, and all you need to do is match up the pegs with the holes. So these two are close together and these are quite far apart, so just fit it in there like that. They've got two little notches there, which I'm not sure what they're for. Probably just little attentions to detail actually. Oh, come on, in you go. So yeah, they just push in there like that, and then flip it around and you see we've got the black parts coming out of these screw holes there, and you just attach it down with some JP screws. And they're in there like that, and just nice black detailing there. Absolutely love that. Gorgeous. I think this actually is dented because this is the part you use to lift up the door on the real Delorean. So that is pretty sweet. Very nice indeed. You then flip the door this way. So we're looking at the top or the back here. And we get two of these black parts. They are identical. So it doesn't matter which way around you put them. But you just put one on there like that. And then one on there like that. And again, they are screwed down. and you used AM screws to screw those parts down, and they just stick out slightly like that. I think they might have something to do with the hinge. That's what makes sense to me. But yeah, that's where those two parts go. And then now we flip it around and we bring back the main bulk of the window, which I was looking at just a moment ago. And like I thought, it does attach onto the metal part, just attaches on there like that with these two lug holes. And you attach these with some NM screws. And there we go. That window is secure. Actually, it is a little loose this side, so I'm just going to tighten this a bit. There we go. That's nice and tight now. And that window is very nice. Oh, look at that. Really starting to come together now. We then focus on this triangle part here, because this triangle part will hold the wing mirror. So the wing mirror is made up of two pieces. We've got this black part here, which is, wing mirror shape. And then we get this piece of cardboard here with very reflective paneling on the back, and you just peel off the protective layer on the back here to reveal the sticky underside, and then you make sure that you get it lined up to match the shape and just pop it in like that. And it is quite sunk in, so just be wary of that. And that stuck really easily, really nicely. And then you just get this mounting bracket here and you pop the wing mirror on there like that. I wonder if it will cause movement. It might do. You do attach it with a JP screw, which does have a circular end. You can see there, just a circular end. So maybe, let's see if the wing mirror can move when it is all connected. Just screw that in there. Oh yeah, maybe it will. That's pretty cool. Make sure that's nice and tight. And no, it doesn't. Okay, no. The wing mirror doesn't fold in or fold out. I'm not sure that's a feature of the DeLorean, actually. I know it's a feature of all cars nowadays, but it probably isn't, thinking about it, a feature of the DeLorean. But yeah, you get the mounting bracket, and it's got a peg there and a screw hole there. And you again get the circular part and just lay it there like that. Flip it around and then attach it to the bodywork. And I had to do this one off camera because it was a very fiddly angle, but there it is. All attached with an AP screw. Looking very nice. Put my fingerprints all over it, but I'll clean that at a later date. Yeah, looking really nice. Really goes in well to the door, which is pretty awesome. You then flip the door around and hold it and lay it down like this. And we just bring in the interior that we did before. Make sure that the wire does come out correctly through that gap there. And then we just place it onto the metalwork like that. And you can see that wire comes out nicely there. It's not caught or anything. Looking very nice. Oh, actually, one thing that did fall out is this interior window. That could have been a disaster, couldn't it? Let's put this back in there. Because it's not wanting to hold, because it obviously moves. So it is a little loose. Let's try this again. Oh, hold on. Okay, the best way to do this is really push the window down so it is completely out of the way. Make sure that the wire comes through that hole and then place it down again there like that. And I think, yeah, there we go. As soon as you move it at the bottom, that window will come up. Hey, very cool. Very cool. Okay, and then you just screw it down into this screw hole there and this screw hole there, and to do that you use DM screws. Oh, hold on. Right, hold on. I've gone ahead here, haven't I? I've put this part in position and I shouldn't have put it in yet. It's not even screwed on. Hold on. Yes, okay, make sure that this part is not attached on there yet. I jumped ahead. So, right, third time lucky, eh? Let's put this window all the way down. And then let's flip this around, make sure the wire's around the top there, push it down in place like that, test that the window works. It does. Yeah, and then you screw it down there, 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 and there. These parts were covering screw holes, so make sure you haven't attached that part yet, and if you have, take it off. And then, yeah, you screw it down with some DM screws. And there we have it all attached, and then what you need to do is reattach or attach for the first time this part there, so it covers at least 2 of the screw holes, and you just fix this in with a little AP screw. But as you could see from earlier, it does hold quite well, but it is best just to screw it in there just to keep it all secure. And that is the door all done. How awesome is that? Let's see if I can zoom out a bit more to get it in all its glory. Very, very iconic. You got the little lever there. You got this window that moves, so you move it by using this cog at the bottom there, and see it can go down, and it goes up and down a little bit and up, which is a really nice feature. The keyhole, the wing mirror, and then on the inside you got the tab to pull the gull wing doors down, and this nice interior, and then of course the wire poking out there for these lights, 1 amber and 2 red. Very, very cool, very weighty door. As you can imagine, you know, all of this model has been weighty. In the next video we're going to be attaching this onto the framework, so I hope you will join me for that. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Until the next video guys, take care, bye bye. I just want to thank my patrons John Medney, Jay Falschenbauer, Tom Butcher, Jerry Wilson, Omar Khan, Gary Lewis, Simon Edwards, John Dunseith, Glenn Philo, Andrew Woods, Fabio Gugel, Simon Dunn, Brick Bardo, Thomas Parker, David Cunningham, Mark Frampton, Louis Pays, Terry Schwanditz, Donovan Asmawid Jaja, James Brown Jr., The Mitatonic University Podcast, Dave Westbury, Michael Chambers, Marcus Simon, Vince Steele, Tavernier Barrett, Michael Anderson, and Flash. Without you guys this video would not have been possible and this channel would be dead, so thank you very much.